Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Idea Intuitive 111. Today I am going to be getting some general love messages for you guys. So as usual, I'll pull from the tarot to see what sign we'll be doing for this reading. Okay, the cards and space has been prayed over for all the readings. So just cleansing the energy, sending some cleansing energy your way as well. So whatever major arcana comes out of the tarot, that's who reading this will be for, or that's what zodiac sign we'll be reading for. I do focus on sun energy just because that's kind of what we pretty much live in our day to day. But you know, we all have multiple placements in our chart, so feel free to check out other placements. If a title stands out to you, then you know there may be a message here for you regardless of the sign. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. Okay, so general love messages. Spirit, what sign is needing to hear these messages and ready to receive them at this time? True, clear, honest, and concise message for what sign? Now, if a sign comes out that I've already done a general love message reading for today, then I will just keep going until we get a new sign that I haven't done already. Okay, so if you see me pass over a major arcana, I've just done their reading already today, so we'll go to the next one who has not had the opportunity to get a reading today. So we got the Nine of Swords. So somebody's feeling anxious, a lot of anxiety. So I was pulled and drawn to do some love readings because of the energy. This Venus energy is in Cancer right now. And so I feel like there's a heightened emotional, you know, kind of romantic energy floating around all of us here. So for some of us, it'll be focused on the home life. For some of us, it'll be focused on like partnerships, maybe emotions. Okay, but overall an emotional energy that's making us a little bit, for me, a little bewitched here. Okay, so I don't know, let me know if you guys have been feeling it strong too. But yes, Venus is in Cancer right now, and so it is definitely shining a light on a lot of emotional and home matters, and you know, things like that, relationships, romance, stuff like that. Now, King of Wands for me is usually Sagittarius, but also Leo. And just looking at the cards here. But yeah, let's see. What sign is this reading for, Spirit? Can I get one major arcana for the sign needing to hear this message? Who is this message for? True, clear, honest, and concise. What sign is needing to receive this message right now at this time? Yeah, strong Sagittarius coming out for me here. I did do a reading for Sagittarius as well, but we'll just keep going till we get a good major arcana here. Something I can work with. Okay, I got Taurus. All right, Taurus. This will be your reading, honey. So let's get right to it. So right away, your pre-shuffle energy is looking like there is some anxiety surrounding a relationship, a partnership, a marriage, whatever you guys are in. Maybe there's just a, you know, a significant other that you have here. I have a King of Wands. I have a King of Pentacles. So you could be a Taurus dealing with a fire sign, or possibly another earth sign, or you could be in this earth sign energy. I'll just say right away what I kind of feel here. Then we have the full card at the bottom, Aries energy. So what I'm getting so far from you guys' energy here, it looks like, yeah, there's some anxiety surrounding the connection here for you. Somebody could have been, you know, being a little inconsistent here when it comes to being in a commitment with you. You know, maybe you are, I don't know, what's interesting is with this King of Pentacles and King of Wands energy, guys, I kind of just feel like the dynamic here is, you know, you have someone who is kind of a go-getter, a little more edgy, more charming, more flirtatious, more, you know, outgoing here. And then you have someone that's a little more reserved here, a little more quiet, a little more focused, a little more grounded. Taurus, I feel like you could be that this King of Pentacles energy, and I feel like the person that you're dealing with, possibly a fire sign, could be this King of Wands energy. But I feel like you're feeling like there's just some inconsistencies that's causing you some anxiety here, or maybe there's some inconsistencies with you. Somebody could be being a player here, not a strong energy of that. With the Fool card at the bottom, I feel like somebody's wanting to go out on a limb here and take some type of risk. You know, maybe you're wanting to just level up the connection and commit. Maybe you're even ready, you know, to kind of lean toward marriage here. Doesn't have to be the case. That's just kind of what I'm picking up on. But let's see. We'll dig into it. Let's get into it. So for my Taurus spirit, what messages do you have regarding love matters of the heart when it comes to the sign of Taurus? True, clear, honest, and concise message for their highest good, please. When it comes to my lovely Taurus, what are they needing to know most at this time for those ready and needing to receive this message? What are the love messages for my Taurus, please? True, clear, honest, and concise message for Taurus spirit. What do they need to know? What's the current energy? Yeah, see, I got wedding coming out. This situation involves marriage. So for some of you guys, it won't be for everybody, but for some of you guys, you are already in a marriage or commitment. Okay? That's the Hierophant and Four of Wands energy. With this person here, what's the energy between Taurus and their person? Person on their mind most, person they're thinking about, dealing with, involved with at this time, please. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, so a lot of attraction here. I definitely feel, you know, that you definitely find them very attractive. Sorry, with that King of Wands energy coming out. Okay. Let's just see what else. Bottom of the deck, we got worth waiting for. So let's see if I get one more. At least one more here. We got true love. It came out sideways. So there could be some challenges, right? But we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like I want to get one more possibly here. I want to squeeze one more out of this person, but I don't know. Bottom of the deck, we have flirt. Extend your lightheartedness to others. Okay, maybe that's the one more I was thinking of. So, honestly, I feel like with this inconsistent energy, somebody could kind of be maybe the jealous type a little bit, right? Because like I said, I feel like Taurus, I feel like this is your energy, but it doesn't have to be flip it, switch it. Don't worry about the genders. You can be the masculine or the feminine, even though we have two kings here. It's just energies. Flip it, switch it, though. These could be, you know, Queen of Wands, but that's different energy. The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands harness a different energy. Okay, so that's what we mean when we say, you know, there's really no gender in tarot. Okay, I mean, you could be an Aries and all woman, but Aries is a masculine sign, so our tendencies may fall more with the, you know what I mean? But anyway, we all have both, guys. So, but I do feel like this King of Pentacles energy, whether you're, you know, male or female, is your energy, Taurus. And I feel like the person you're dealing with is in this King of Wands energy. You may find them to be a little flirtatious, and maybe that's why the Knight of Wands is here. Some people will associate it with like a player energy, but it could just be somebody who's very excitable, very enthusiastic. But they can be inconsistent because, you know, it's a knight, and knights, you know, crave motion. They like to move around. Maybe they start things that don't finish, you know. It could be a lot within the context. So don't automatically assume that someone's a player, a cheater, or something like that just because we see the Knight of Wands come out. It does really depend on the energies around it and the energy of the whole reading, okay? So I'm not getting like someone's a big player or nothing like that. You may kind of feel that way, or something that they do. Maybe, like I said, it's more of an inconsistent energy for me is what I'm kind of picking up on. So I feel like, you know, that could be kind of stressful for you because I feel like you're the more grounded person, right? You focus on finance. You want everything to be in order. You could be a boss. They could be a boss as well with that King of Wands. But you know, maybe they're more on the creative side of things, and maybe you're more on like the financial side of things. You know, like you could, for example here, you might be a accountant, right? And that's just a generic example, and they can be like a music producer or something. You know what I mean? Like, but you both can be have those roles of being like a boss and a leader and stuff like that. But yours is kind of more like a subtle, laid back, chill environment where theirs can probably get a little bit, you know what I mean, a little hyper, or, you know, I just feel like you're more introverted and they're more extroverted. But what's that one for both, when you're a little bit of both? I mean, you both can be a little bit of both, right? Hell, we all can be a little bit of both. I think they call it, is it something with an O? Y'all have to tell me, because you got introvert, extrovert. Am I saying that right? Whatever, you know what I mean though. But anyways, let's see. Let's continue getting these love messages. Spirit, show me the energy when it comes to Taurus and the person that they are dealing with. Let me move this. Make a little bit more room. I keep pulling out decks because you just never know. Sometimes different readings for different signs or different people pull out different energy. So you think you're going to use one deck, two decks, and you end up with 7 of them sitting on your table. All right. Show me more about the energy between Taurus and the person that they're dealing with. The person on their mind. What are the messages in love? See, something flipped over here. Might have had a couple. We got understanding. I see your side of the story. Okay, so I do feel like you're probably voicing this to this person. You're probably letting them know, hey, you know, I got an issue with this. You know, whatever is causing this, like Nine of Swords energy, this anxiety. You know, maybe you talk to them about this. I feel like you voice this to them and let them know. And I feel like, you know, they understand, or they're being understanding here. We do have true love on the table. So, I mean, I do feel like this person tries. I'm going to put those back. It's too many. But I do feel like this person does try to meet you halfway here, okay? I mean, I do feel like it's a stable connection here with that Four of Wands. You know, fours talk about stability, right? And then we got the King of Pentacles. You guys may just balance each other out. It's not meant for us all to be, you know, the same, or we would hardly find balance within that, right? Let's see. Messages for my Taurus. We got chemistry. I have never felt the passion this intense, all right? Again, with that King of Wands energy. King of Wands, very passionate lover, okay? Very passionate. You know, very charming, very sexy, very charismatic, all right? So, strong chemistry between you guys. That's good. Then we have runner. I don't want to run anymore. So, maybe this person in the past could have been, I mean, you know, with this inconsistent energy, maybe in the past they could have kind of been a player energy or something like that. Like I said, it could be something that they do for work. They're, you know, King of Wands, very creative. They could just be surrounded by people, and there could be like a lot of flirting in the workplace, something like that. You know, obviously this person is attractive, charismatic, you know, so people probably kind of chase after them, and they may have in the past been somewhat of a runner or hot and cold, in and out, wishy-washy, but they don't want to run anymore if that was a thing of the past. I feel like this is something that you guys also talk about, okay, and get an understanding on. And I do feel like the chemistry is very strong here. Got values. We have too many differences. Not sure what that's about. It's at the bottom of the deck. Then with time, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. In reunion, we will always come back to each other. This could just be somebody in the background here. Maybe some past person that either you or your person may have been dealing with here. I don't feel like it's nothing to worry about. So I feel like you guys have a pretty strong and stable connection overall. There's more stability here to me than, you know, non-stable. Plus with this full card at the bottom of the deck, I really strongly feel like, you know, you and your person want to go take this risk, take this leap of faith toward each other here, and build and grow and expand, you know, you guys' this connection. So tell me more about how this person, the person that Taurus is dealing with, the person on Taurus's mind, how does this person view the Taurus? How do they feel about my Taurus? What's their energy towards the Taurus here? Strongly feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that's dealing with a fire sign. Okay. Take it if it resonates, guys. I just call them out when I feel it. Okay, I think that wants to come out. Alright, so this person has a lot of feelings towards you. Maybe they're not the type of person that wears their heart on their sleeve. Maybe they don't always openly express that. Maybe they kind of just sit back. They're very much in control of their emotions. They are emotionally available. So that's a good thing there. For me, this is Scorpio energy, but it could be water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They could have water in their chart, or this could just be a energy that they have towards you, okay? Or they could, view you as somebody who's very emotionally available and in control of your emotions, but maybe not so expressive, right? Maybe just don't openly wear your heart on your sleeve. But honestly, I feel like this is them. I feel like this is their energy. But I am asking how they, feel about you or see you. But I feel like they have a lot of feelings for you either way. And they may feel like you're very emotionally in control. Again, very grounded, very stable. Bottom of the deck, I have the Six of Pentacles telling me that they feel like you're very balanced, okay? Well balanced here. Tell me more. How does, okay, I shot those over there by mistake. How does Taurus, this person, feel about the Taurus? What's their energy towards my Taurus here? True, clear, honest, and concise message. How is this person feeling about the Taurus? Got Three of Cups coming out, okay? So I feel like this is somebody that wants to celebrate with you. I do also feel like there's an element of like friendship and it's like a closeness, a bond they feel with you. Because the Three of Cups can usually, yes, it could talk about celebrations, reunited and feeling so good, right? But it's also like sisterhood, brotherhood. So I do feel like this person is close to you. Maybe you guys known each other for a while before actually coming together, something like that. But again, very strong attraction here. Got the Ace of Wands at the bottom. Very strong attraction, very strong chemistry, okay? Somebody feels drawn to you. They may feel like you're magnetic here, or you them. But I'm asking how they feel about you. So they may feel like you're the one, okay? With this coming out, I do feel like they feel a lot of feelings and emotions for you. I do feel like they feel like you're somebody they can celebrate with, have a good time with, party with, go out with, bring around their circle, somebody that's close into their circle, okay? I do feel like they feel very intimately close to you. So however that is, strong friendship or just a bond, you know what I mean? Let's get like one more, please. How does this person feel about the Taurus? Person on Taurus's mind at this moment. How do they feel about my Taurus? And then look at that, we got the Queen of Cups, Lord D. Beautiful, beautiful energy. A lot of cups. A lot of cups. They're very, they feel like you're very compassionate. They feel like you're very intuitive. They feel like you're very, again, emotional, but emotionally, available, emotionally mature. Okay. They see you as very loving, caring, nurturing. Okay. So this looks really good. And I had a Page of Cups at the bottom. They low-key got a little crush on you or something. It could be something that they find that's just like adorable or like cute about you. Maybe the fact that you have so many feelings and emotions or something like that. You could have water in your chart, Taurus. But they also see you as a true pair for them. You're showing up as a true pair. That's always good. Always a good sign. And with the Page of Cups, like I said, they could just adore you, admire you emotionally. It's something about your emotions here, because it's like all cups, all water here. We got strong fire energy here, strong earth here, but so there's an element of groundedness and passion, but there's also that element of emotions, being openly emotional. We got Virgo energy with the Hermit. What could that be? Definitely feel like they feel like you're the one. They could have been crushing on you for a while and keeping that to themselves. They could have even felt kind of lonely until they met you. You're the one. You're different. You stand out. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving Stark Heart energy even though it's not here. But with the Ace of Wands to the Hermit to the Page of Cups, I definitely feel like, they've had a crush on you for a while. They see you. Even if other people don't see you, I feel like they see you. You know what I mean? Like, really see you. They see an innocence in you. They see a groundedness to you. They see that you've been working on yourself, that you know, maybe you've done some healing. You know, they see that you're very self-aware, something like that. So this looks really good. And I mean, showing up as a true pair, you guys might be the first reading that had like a true pair situation. I had a lot of other energy come out for other readings, I'm not gonna lie, but nobody showed up. I haven't got a pair out here at all today. So that's the first. So very strong chemistry for sure. Taurus, Taurus. Where do I want to go? I mean, this looks beautiful already. Let's see here. I'm going to get some more messages, some more love messages for you guys. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm a little curious now as to how you feel towards them. But let's just see. Tell me more about the energy between these two. Taurus and the person they are thinking about. What's the energy here? We got daydreaming. I'm always longing for you. What else? So this could be you or them. Okay. What's the energy, spirit, between Taurus and this person here? This true pair situation. Beautiful. Loving that energy. Got missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. Okay, not sure what that's about. It could be different for everybody. So bottom of the deck, I have chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. So, like I said, you know, maybe there was a thing early on in you guys' connection where, you know, with this Knight of Wands energy, maybe this person was a bit of a chaser, or maybe this person was a bit of a runner, whatever, because we have runner here too. I don't want to run anymore. But, you know, maybe, you know, that Knight of Wands is kind of that energy. They could be a runner, they could be a chaser. They can be inconsistent, period. So I think it's just speaking on, you know, as it goes to you guys' reading in particular, I feel like it just is speaking on the fact that this person doesn't want to play games. This person doesn't want to be inconsistent anymore. Like, that's just confirmation to me for us to have runner there already, because they don't want to miss an opportunity with you. And this person feeling a longing for you. I mean, when you're apart, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you heavy. So beautiful energy. Unworthy, you're a better person than I am. Maybe at some point they felt like that, or maybe they just feel like, you know, I don't, you know, sometimes these cards, you know, the way it's written down, it could be so black and white, but when you can read deeper into it, you know, it could just mean, you know, they felt like, you know, you were more developed, more stable, more grounded than them. They know they got flaws. They know they used to be a little inconsistent, or a runner or a chaser or whatever, and they, you know, they might not feel completely unworthy, but I mean, it could be as light as them saying, oh, I don't deserve you. Like, you just, you know what I mean? But I mean, you, ultimately, us coming together, this is what this does. It grows each other. It gives us an opportunity to grow each other, for each other to learn from each other, you know? So, I mean, it's still a good energy overall. All right. I'm not going to do too much digging, because, I mean, it's pretty clear cut, and I don't want to mess up the reading, because, you know, it's a beautiful energy out here. So let's see. Taurus, if you guys want to, now is a good time, the part of the reading where I say, think of a yes or no question. Okay? And maybe it'll come out of this deck as a clear yes and a clear no. Maybe it will not, but maybe there will be something that still answers your question that comes out of the cosmic insights. Okay? So this deck is pretty good. They're kind of giving a little bit of clarity into the readings. But please do think of a yes or no question, please. Yes or no question. Have it in your head. Hope you got it. And then we're going to pull some of these cards here for you guys to try to sum up your reading here. Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to do one more thing. One more. Because it's only right. Let me see if some messages want to come out of this love oracle first. So still hold on to your question, guys, but we'll come back to this. We'll come back to it, okay? To that cosmic. I'll let you know. when we get back to it. I just don't want to fast forward too much because I'm loving the energy that's here, but you know, I'm gonna still give you guys all the gold that I gave every other reading. So let's see. Let's get some love messages. Love messages for my Taurus. What is this person thinking, feeling when it comes to this connection with the Taurus? What's on their mind, most spirit? What do they need to know? What does the Taurus need to know when it comes to this person? How they're thinking, feeling. What does the Taurus need to know? Look at that. We got, I want to make it right. But this is what caught my attention. You are adorable, because I just said that with that Page of Cups here. It's something about you that they think is just so adorable. And I feel like it has something to do with, you know, your, I really feel like it has something to do with just the way you handle your emotions. Like, some people really thrive off of that. I feel like you speak your mind. You kind of tell them when something's bothering you, right? And I feel like, you know, they like how expressive you are. They like how emotionally mature you are. I think they find it adorable, honestly, because everybody can't openly express themselves or say their feelings. Some people hold back. Other people on the other side don't even know how to respond or accept someone that's emotionally intelligent or mature and speaks their mind. But I feel like this person finds that adorable about you. Why are you so damn beautiful? I can't make this shit up. Okay. So I had to pull some of those. Bottom of the deck, I have trouble to express myself. So maybe they find that adorable in you, because maybe they're a little more closed off. I feel like they may have a harder time expressing or opening up. Okay. We also have, I don't want to be the reason you cry. I hope you are doing well. This is at the bottom of the deck. Standby card, karma. Okay, I don't even think that's related to you guys, but I don't want to be the reason you cry. I feel like that's tied into this. I don't want to run anymore. I don't want to chase anymore. Okay, like daydreaming. I'm always longing for you, and hey, missed opportunity. They don't want to, you know, upset you here, Taurus. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. Now we're going to come back to the cosmic insights. So remember that yes or no question that you were supposed to have ready. Now is the time to refocus that energy. Focus it in, so maybe we can get a clear yes or no, Taurus. For my Taurus, what messages, Spirit? What do they need to know most at this time right now? Okay, we got water signs. So somebody can definitely have water in their chart. Okay, if they are not a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces themselves. All right, that could be, you know, relevant to you guys. So it could be a Taurus dealing with a water sign. Doesn't have to be. They could, like I said, I was picking up on a fire sign. That doesn't have to be the case as well. Flip and switch it. You guys know how to place the energy better than me. I'm just a reader delivering the message, okay? What does my Taurus need to know at this time? What message is for my Taurus? What do they need to know most at this time, Spirit? When it comes to my Taurus and the person that they are dealing with, what do they need to know? All right. So for your question, you have a strong yes. Luck is on your side. Okay. So I don't know what you asked, but the answer is yes. Bottom of the deck, I got fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I definitely feel like for some of you guys, this is definitely the case, okay? What else? What else, Spirit? For my Taurus, what do they need to know? That one wanted to flip, and I see I got that one slid out. Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. You know, we did just have Mercury retrograde. I don't think it's retrograde anymore right now. I forget what sign it's actually in. But to be honest with you, some of you guys, maybe you or them, could have someone. Because Mercury retrograde, and this could have been why this energy was here, kind of with that runner chaser and, you know, quote unquote player energy here with this Knight of Wands. I want to say sword so bad. But again, during the retrograde, this could have been when you guys had some communication issues. This could have been, they could have possibly, this is a side message, this is specific. So only take it for, you know, if it resonates, it's for somebody though. During Mercury retrograde, I feel like, you know, more likely this person versus yourself. Could have been yourself as well. But I feel like someone from the past came back around and maybe was being, you know, flirtatious with your person here, right? Trying to be all playful and shit, flirting and shit, like everything was good, trying to recapture some type of romance that they may have had, okay, in the past. And that could have stirred up something, because Mercury retrograde does have the power to bring back exes, okay? Exes and stuff come back around, shit like that. And it could have caused some problems, especially with the they'll be back, expect to hear from them soon. They can even come back around again, you know, because it's kind of part of the energy that comes with Mercury retrograde. All your exes start popping out the woodworks, and everybody all of a sudden want to reach back out, and everybody seeking communication, like, you know, regardless of how shit ended and all of that, they just tend to come back around. For some reason, Mercury retrograde can bring out that type of energy where people are revisiting things and feeling nostalgic and stuff like that, or wanting to all of a sudden talk about, you know, something, or thinking about the past, especially people that's been let go, or people that, you know, have been walked away from. They tend to come back around during retrogrades. I can attest to that. But yeah, bottom of the deck, commitment. Things are getting serious, but overall I feel like you guys got back on track. So again, that message was specific for somebody, not for everybody. Now 3100 on the clock. One last thing before I let you go, Taurus, I'm going to get some advice. Okay, your reading looks really good. It looks really strong, really stable. I love that for you guys. All right, for my Taurus, it looks really good. So some of you guys are dealing with a water sign. Some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign. Okay, some of you guys are leveling up the connection, the commitment. Some of you guys are already married. A lot of you guys, or all of you guys, this is looking like a true pair situation, especially the person that's dealing with a water sign. Okay, so let's see if we get some advice here. We have peace. Peace and contentment are coming to you. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me just move this out the way here. Okay, we got peace and contentment are coming to you. Spirit, what else for my Taurus? What messages do they need to know? Advice, clarity, confirmation. A true, clear, honest, and concise message for my Taurus regarding this love situation. Advice, clarity, confirmation, please, for my Taurus. What messages do you have for my Taurus at this time? What do they need to know most right now? I just shot out. I'm not taking those. It's too much. Didn't even feel right. Let me move this. I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna get stuffy again. I hope my allergies do not start messing with me. Spirit, what messages for Taurus? What do they need to know? Advice, confirmation, clarity, please, when it comes to matters of love, matters of the heart for my Taurus. What do they need to know most at this time? That felt better. You got rest, listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind. All right, so that's a good piece of advice here, Taurus. Make sure you guys are getting some rest, okay? And not over, what is the word I'm looking for? Not over, I want to say over exaggerated, but that's so not the word. Y'all know the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now. I'm getting a little tired, a little sleepy, and I'm a little zoned out as well. I hate that when I get those like brain freezes where I can't even think of the word. I want to say it so bad it's gonna pop to me, pop in my head at a crazy ass time when I'm not even thinking about it. Golly, overextend. Don't overextend yourself. I think that might have been what I was thinking about. Now imagine tomorrow come around and I'm somewhere doing some random thing and I say overextend. That's the word I was thinking of. And we have self-limiting beliefs. Negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. So if you guys tend to overthink situations or, you know, be a little worrisome, maybe this is a spirit way of saying, you know, give yourself a break. Don't overthink, okay? I really don't have anything indicating that besides the Nine of Swords. But like I said, you may express that you have an issue with something, maybe with flirting or whatever was going on at that time. But you know, don't let it get to you. Okay, that's what I feel like. Like, if in your heart you know that you have a good person, you know that you guys are having this true pair situation, because overall your reading looks good. I feel like this person is pretty trustworthy. All right. So it's like, don't let the dualities, which is our thoughts, our mind, kick in. If you know, trust your intuition, trust your gut. If you know, okay, because I mean, you have the intuition, it's here. And usually our first mind is the right one, and then we start overthinking and over processing shit. Bottom of the deck, I have divine counterpart. A divine connection sent to you from your angels. Can't make this shit up. So no need to overthink. Don't stress yourself out. Taurus, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that the message resonated. Hopefully it was helpful, whether it was confirmation, clarity, or, you know, some insight into some type of future situation that you needed to know about or be made aware of. If it does resonate, please do like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support greatly always. Guys, and I'm wishing you well. Okay, so until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.